Hello, good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the live. Let's get ready here for today. Let's prep our charts to take some trades and make some money. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. All right, let's clean these charts up, man. Yo, good morning, good morning. Let's clean these charts up, man. We got a mess here. We filled this entire gap here yesterday. That's crazy. Jesus. Crazy move. All right, let's erase everything here. All right, we did that here. Move drawings here. All right, let's get these charts ready now. 1 hour, guys. Let's go to the hourly chart. Let's go to the hourly chart here as well. And wait, we got QQQ here. 1 second. Hey, there we go. All right. Let's mark support and resistance. Let's get to the bag. Who's ready to make some money today, man? Who's ready to make some money? If you're ready to make some money, yo, let's get these charts ready. That's how we gonna get it. That's how we gonna get it. All right, here we go. We got support and resistance set already on the ES and NQ, and we have a previous area of support. I mean, resistance that's now support right about here. Right, let's mark this as a zone, and this will be hopefully support here. It was resistance here, but that could be support. We had a breakout. Okay, so what did we see last week? Right, we had a breakout. What did the price do? It pulled back, and it found support near the previous high here. Right, so same thing here. We break above. Right, we got to break a structure, and we look to find support on the previous high or near it. So it's possible that you could catch some shorts off of here coming down here and then look to buy here to then come back up, get the retest. So I would probably want to be a seller up here, and I'll probably want to be a buyer down here. Let's mark this one green here. All right, that's the analysis, right? Keeping it simple. All right, we got a bounce here, pull back and retest, bounce up again, pull back and retest, and let's see if we have any trend lines going on today. Let's make this bigger here so we get a clear view. Okay, so we have a trend line from here. Can anybody see that? Okay, we have support here. We have area support here. This previous resistance. We could have support here. Now for resistance, if we go higher, right? Because this can go higher without having to pull back. We have resistance here, right here we have resistance, and right here we have resistance. And, see. All right, so we have a couple levels of resistance above, and we have a couple levels of support below. We do have a fair value gap here on the hourly chart. Let's mark this yellow. All right, I'll say this is as good as it could get right now on the hourly. 15, scoping it out, seeing if I see anything of high interest, and it doesn't. It looks like we broke support. We're using support as resistance. It looks like we're about to take out these lows right here on the Qs. Okay. What else do we have? Go back to the 5. So we're looking to sell from up here. We're looking to buy down here, or somewhere down here. Because we don't want to, even though the market is bullish, we don't want to buy high. We want to buy as low as possible. So we need the market to come down for us to be interested in some buys. Yeah, we're going for that low right here. Let's now go back and prep the we're gonna prep the ES now. Same thing here. Hourly chart. And we have a trend line. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, right there. Right. What else do we have? We have a previous resistance that was broken. So right here. I'm looking to buy there. So let's make that green. I don't know if it'll be used, if this will be used as support. I honestly like this one better than that one. So even though there's a high here, I'm gonna just mark this one because this is the one that I prefer to buy off from. And we have it for right here. Right. And okay, this is definitely coming down now. Let's mark one more area of resistance back here. And let's do this one right here. There we go. All right, I think we're set to go to the lower time frames now on each instrument. Lower time frame, let's go 15. Everything looks good there. Or could it be here? Just trying to see if I find some kind of channel here so that we can find support. Sometimes when you don't have those low points on the bottom, right, but you do have them on the top, you can kind of predict where the next bottom is gonna be, right? So maybe something like that. I think I like the way that looks. Maybe we'll find support down here. And let's go now to the 15. All right, so now we just gonna wait for our setup, man. Trump deputy chief of staff talking. Word. Ukraine U.S. signed mineral deal. Huge for economy. All right, all right. We might see a big move up then today. But if we do see a big move up, usually market's gonna come down first to those buy orders, right? Because the investors want to get good entries. They want to get buy at a good price, at good levels. I would love this to come back up, possibly up here to sell from it. That would be cool. Let's now apply our indicators here, not here. Right here. There we go. It's bouncing off of that 200 EMA on the 5-minute. Just gonna wait here patiently, guys. Wait patiently for a good setup. No rush. Let's try to protect our capital and save it for good setups. Okay, we just take this off. We already know we want to sell from up here. We want to buy from down here. Over here, I don't like buying this right here. I would probably wait. If we don't get down here, what I would do is I'll wait for us to use this resistance as support, or find some support here as supply to then buy. Because right now we broke structure to the downside. We broke support here and it was used as resistance. So right now, kind of have like a slight bearish sentiment uh, to this move to the downside. So I'm looking for, we might hold this resistance here. So I don't wanna buy into it going up to resistance. I would probably wait for some kind of bearish reaction up here, or I'll wait for buyers to break the structure to the upside and find support up here. Yo, fellas, give me a like to the channel. Yes, sir. Yo, like the channel. Subscribe and all that, guys, so we can start to grow this community. Good morning, Lenny. Welcome to the chat. We're looking for a sell opportunity at the highs. We're looking for buy opportunities at lows. We have demand here, strong buying, and then we have supply here. So what could happen here is, I don't even want to trade it because we could chop here. We could just chop in that zone there between supply and demand. I don't want to get caught between, you know, in between that chop. No rush here, man. It's 9:48 a.m. We are past the first 15 minutes, so we got a 15-minute range. So we can mark that down as well. And I'll mark this black. That's the range. That's the range. I'll mark this black here as well. And we just gonna wait. That's it. We just wait now. We just wait. Chill, hang out. What's going on? Got some coffee here. And we're gonna make some money. See what it looks like on the ES. Yep. Switch this up. How you guys liking this beat? Yes, sir. All right. We can look back at the ES here. Keep going higher. Some typical. Oh man. Gotta keep it non-copyrighted. Yeah, the sellers are right there. That's why I didn't want to sell there. I mean, I didn't want to buy here. Unless it's a quick scalp, right? If we have these zones, right? If we have a buy zone down here, we have a sell zone here. Yeah, you can buy off of this demand zone, but you gotta be cautious that by the time we get up here, this could turn around. So you can take a scalp off of it. You can take a scalp up down here. That's why we have this line is green, right? This change this up to green, to blue. Okay, let's go here. There we go. All right, so there it is. Green, expect, right? Price to push up, but expect price come down. Let's go down to the lower time frame, take a closer look at what we're doing here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that candle right there. Nasty. Nasty sell candle, eh? Does that red candle say we're going up? Does it say we're going down? Let's go 2 minute here as well. I think that's pretty clear. We're coming down. That's pretty clear entry right there, man. Look at that. Look at this red candle right here. Are you guys seeing that? Jesus. It's a nasty, nasty red candle right there. Alright, and this, if we're going down, how far down are we going to? This looks pretty strong. I think we could push down and maybe get somewhere down here. Or maybe all the way down here as well. That's good. Good follow through on the sell side here. Good follow through. If we get another red candle, this is gonna be brutal. Because usually once you start getting a strong trend, if you get 3 candles in a row, you can start to tell that trend is gonna be pretty strong. Right, look at over here. We got 1, 2, 3 red candles, and it's just, you feel me? Usually that tells a clear indication of the momentum and how strong that trend could be. Look at this one right here, right? This one just only got 2 candles in a row. 1, 2 red, and we got a green. Pull back, another red, pull back again. So if we get 1, 2, 3, it's kind of like hinting, right? It's telling me, oh shit, this move to the downside is getting stronger as it's coming down. Instead of getting weaker as it's getting away from our sell zone, it's getting stronger. So I can probably hold this, right? If you sold here on this red candle, you can hold this, possibly go all the way down here, right? Because why? Why is that? Why are we going down? Why is it going down? We're bullish. Well, we had a break of structure yesterday afternoon. Yesterday afternoon, we ripped up, broke structure. So this might want to come down and retest this area down here before we go higher, just like we did previously. Here, broke above, come back, try to retest this area, retest right here, rip all the way up. Those are pretty big selling candles, man. 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles. It's coming down. It's coming down. It's coming down, man. That's why we have these red zones on the chart to remind us, right? Doesn't matter what you're looking at. Doesn't matter what candles are printing on the way to that red zone. It's a red zone. You don't want to buy up here. Same thing while we had this green line down here. Do we want to sell down here while it's coming down? If the market looks like this, right? Oh wow, yeah, it looks like it's gonna go down forever. But if I look to my left, right, there's support there. Do I want to sell at support or do I want to buy at support? You probably want to buy at support and you probably want to sell at resistance. That might want to be the thing that you want to do, because that's where others are getting in. Others are buying at support. Others are selling at resistance. So I want to get in with the group. I don't want to jump in by myself. I don't have enough money to move this market. So I want to jump in with the crew. And there you have it, man. Too easy, bro. Too easy, man. Too easy. Too easy, man. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. What do we have? Oh, shit. It's 10 o'clock. That's why. 10 o'clock news. ISM manufacturing, construction spending. Gee. Ruthless. Ruthless. I think this is still going down, though. This just might be a scare. Jesus, that's crazy. Let's go here to let's check out the 5-minute time. I want to see what that looks like. Okay, so yeah, if this green candle closes with a long wick above, then it'll let us know that buyers, yeah, there was a strong buying here for a moment, but then they wasn't able to hold price up, showing weakness. So if we see a long wick above this green candle, it's a clear indication that, yeah, there was strong buying here for a moment, but it's not enough to scare me. Right? Now, if we close like this candle close, look at this red candle, right? There's barely any wick on that candle. A little bit down here, but look at the wick on this one. If the sellers are strong here, where are the buyers here? They're weak, right? Look at the body of that candle, it's tiny. So we could possibly hold to here, somewhere in here, before we start to see a trend change. Okay. And even if this goes up, do you want to buy below VWAP? Is that something that that we establish as part of our strategy, buying below VWAP? Because that would be a bad habit. Right? Would you want to sell? See what happens when if you sell at VWAP, price goes up. Sell at VWAP, price goes up, right? I'd rather have VWAP above price if I'm selling. So just paying attention to the little details, because that's how we build our edge. That's how we build our edge. We need to pay attention to the little details. Now beat this, watch. Right? If you look at this, why was this area right here a supply zone? Right? Because this high broke this low very strong. Strong move to the downside. We return to this area right here where the move initiated from, and it kind of recharged selling power, right? Again, another strong move lower. And this one now broke this low. So we're going lower. We get from here, lower low, back up, lower low. That's what I can see there. Now, if I buy this, I would want to wait until we break this resistance right here. This trend line. I want to wait until we break this trend line. And maybe even pull back and find support and go higher. This would make more sense here because down here, we're still under the selling influence. Or the seller's influence, right? So we want to be out of the seller's influence when we buy. Let's take a look at the Qs here. We have this huge gap overnight. Overnight gap to the downside. When would I look to get out of this sell? Well, you might want to be out somewhere about halfway through this, right? Because sometimes what happens is the EMA, the 21 EMA will come up and price will bounce off the 21 reverse. Let's go back to the Qs and Qs. Now this is a little trick that I like to do, is I like to sometimes take the report and quickly analyze it by copying and then just asking ChatGPT. Let's see here. Let me leave the chart on there so you guys can, so we can see the price action. There we go. And I'll look it up over here. So what I did was just now I just grabbed this report from the ISM Manufacturing Index, and then I just asked ChatGPT to read me the report and let me know the details, whether it's bearish or bullish for the stock market, and ChatGPT will give you an analysis of this report in like seconds. So this is a quick tip on, if you want to see how the news is going, how the reports are coming out, just ask ChatGPT if you don't know, and boom, in seconds, you have it. There we go. Sellers are jumping back in. Sellers are jumping back in. Let's go. Come on, we need a strong close. I want to see that we could close below this 50-minute range. If we could close below it, then we are good. If we don't, then no bueno. You already know. At least I'd say we're on the favor of the sellers because, like I said, once you get multiple bearish candles, it's indicating that, you know, it could be the beginning of a strong trend. So at least we're in the favor of that if we're on short. If I was on calls right now, I would be kind of going against the strength. You know what I'm saying? And although everything's, you know, anything's possible in the stock market, still I'd like to know that I'm on the side of the strength, just to give me that little edge. Maybe there are people who aren't paying attention to, you know, we just had 4 red candles here, very strong. And but I pay attention to this kind of detail, and we could see that we pulled back and kind of rejected off the 21 EMA and against the VWAP as well. We got the 200 EMA above, so everything's pointing down. So can this go up still? Yeah, it could go up. We don't control the market, but we control what we pay attention to. Right? We're paying attention to the things that we think are important, so that we can be on profits on the side of the winning side. I said, right? Sellers are now winning. Right? We're breaking structure to the downside. News came out, went crazy. But yeah, overall, we're on the bear side, man. We're on the bear side. This is where I said too we could chop around here. That's what I was saying earlier too. I'm like, oh, we can, because we have a supply zone and we had a demand zone right here, so very likely this could chop around here. But you know, it's not the most perfect setup, but at least we're kind of seeing that we have a clear direction. Which one of y'all is on puts right now? Who's on the puts? Let's go. Lenny's in. Let's go. Yo, if Lenning's in, you already know this is coming down. Nestor's in. We know this is coming down, yo. Everybody's in. Everybody's in. I would have bet the house up here, man. Right here, I would have bet the whole house on that one. The house, the car, the kids, the cat, the dog, furniture, everything. So we have a clear range right here on the ES. Clear as day. We have a range right here. Look at this. range bound, what's likely to happen is we'll go from one end of the range to the other end of the range, to the other end of the range, to the other end of the range, until eventually we break out of this. We're bouncing up the low of the 50-minute range, so careful there. As long as we stay below the 21 EMA, I'll continue to hold. If it goes above it, then we might be toast. It's a pretty nasty green candle there. We stay below the VWAP. Oh, rejecting up to 21. And that's the holder, yo. And that's the bag holder, man. He is the official bag holder. Come on, sellers. Don't do us like that, yo. Come on, man. Oh, Lord. Buyers are stepping back in. They're buying the low. I figured they'll buy it down here. Right, especially after that breakout. Maybe they'll take out this low down here. Maybe they'll take out this low. Yep. Let's see. Close above this high right here, it's a bad sign for the sellers. We definitely want to hold price below this high right here. And if we do close above, you would want to see an immediate selling candle aggressively right after. You wouldn't want to see us staying above here too long. Price goes up here, you want to immediately see selling. If you don't, it's a clear sign we might be going up higher. That's it. Yes, sir. Hold it down. Hold it down. I need the sellers to go rug. Yo. They need to get the rug pulled on these guys, man. Pull the rug on the buyers. Not liking this. I'm not liking this. No bueno. Yeah, that's it. Come on. Come on, man. I know you sellers are there. They try to be slick, man. They want you to sell your contract so that they can buy it. That's what they do. We need that candle to close weak. We need that candle to close weak. We got the 5 here. Watch this all of a sudden like flush. Do we get the flush? You guys think we get the flush? Do we get the flush? Oh shit. We don't get the flush. Will we get the flush? Come on. Buyers are struggling here. You know, they started out pretty strong. They started out pretty strong and they're like, I don't wanna. Come on. Down, down. I think we might have to be closing this one out, guys. Let's see. They usually test your patience to the point where you close your trade. And as soon as you close your trade, it'll then move right after. I don't know how they do it, but they do it really well. Alright, so we're waiting here because we have resistance right above, right? So this is why we're waiting to see if the buyers cannot close above resistance, then the sellers will step in and bring price lower. This is a strong high right here. This is a strong high right here. This is a minor resistance here because this resistance level, we didn't break to the downside from here. So it's resistance, but it's not supply. Because we pushed down, but we did not break this low here. So, yep. This is how my entry looks like on this. I entered on the actually entered on the 2-minute. I entered on here, stop here, and I'm looking for at least a 1 or 2, 1 or 3. At least a 1 or 3 on this one. Okay. My stop is above this high here. My entry's here. I'm gonna take profits down here. This might come up, stop me out, take a loss there. I'm just following my plan, sticking to it, no matter how scary it looks. I just stick to my plan. Sit tight. Be patient. I'm not risking a whole lot of money on this trade either, so if it takes me out, I don't really care. If it takes me out, don't care. And that's why we have to control risk. We take good trades, but manage our risk, then we won't blow our accounts. Okay. We're at resistance here on the SPY, on the ES. Alright, it keeps going up here. This is a supply zone though, so be careful buying here. Sometimes price can be very tricky, give the illusion that it's gonna go up, and sometimes it can very quickly disappoint you. All right, how we doing? How we doing, guys? I'm about to get stopped out here. Just waiting. You never know. This could turn around. It's happened before. Just gotta be patient. Just gotta be patient, man. All right, we're stopped out of that one. No worries. We'll wait for the next one. No worries. Pulling up the I took this trade on my Webull app. Open it up here. Oh, I'm only down $7. I might just let this ride a little bit because I got a good entry. So I got a good entry right here. I'll risk $10 here. $10, man. Small risk. You take a small risk, man. You don't really care for the trade. SPY is at overnight highs. Overnight highs on the SPY. Again, taken out. I would probably be looking to buy this market if we get a pullback, retest this trend line here, and then get some buyers stepping in here. I might look to buy here. It'll be nice too if we do it above the 21 EMA. That'll be sweet. That'll be a great entry. I always look to buy when it's coming down. Most cases, I like to buy when it's coming down, so then I can buy low. If I buy it going up, what happens is in the long term, you end up getting bad entries, and then you'll catch the high and it'll pull back on you, and then you'll be pissed, like, man, why'd I enter there? You'll be stressed out because then you gotta wait for market to turn back around on you and, you know, get you out. But I make it a habit that if I buy, I want to see price go down first before I buy. If I sell, I want to see price go up before I sell. We're rejecting off the top of the range on SPY. Very strong selling up here. Oof. Sellers are not playing around right now. Let's see what this looks like on 5. Yeah, so if the buyers come, if the sellers bring price down to retest this trend line and buyers are stepping in, they might bring this up higher to take out the overnight highs on the Qs, just like they did on the ES. But if they don't manage to do that, right, if this move fails, if this attempt fails, then we could be seeing a move all the way down here still. Because although this is a buyer's market, we're still very high, right? If you look on the hourly real quick. We're very high on price, right? We're almost at an overnight high here on the NQ. We reached the overnight high on the ES, which is not the preferred place to buy. We want to buy as low as possible as support, right? Support here, Support here. Right. Here we got, right, so if sellers take over now, we want to see the same strength that they have, that the buyers have pushing up. We want to see the sellers have that kind of ambition on the way down too. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 candles on the 5-minute, 4 bullish candles pushing up, taking out the previous high. But this is a range bound market. Right? We have a range condition, and that changes a lot. Okay? That changes everything. If we had a trending market, like if this was an uptrend, if we had a channel here, if we had a channel going higher, right? If we had a channel going higher, then you can always look to buy the pullbacks. But it looks like we have a range here, a range. So in a range bound market, you want to look to sell the highs, and you want to look to buy the lows. Okay, same thing on the on the NQ, except the NQ looks a little bit more, let me take this out. So it looks a little bit more like this. So we could sell the highs, look to buy the lows, okay. Buyers are very strong here. So now I'm no longer looking for that retest, because this is looking way too strong it's looking like it might not give us that chance, basically. So I might be looking for this if it goes higher, I'll look for a pullback, right, to this previous area of resistance. So where we were before looking to sell, right, I'll be looking to buy at the same spot. But we have to kind of blast through this and then go back. Then puts are cut. Then puts were cooked. Let's take that off the chart. Let's clean this up a bit. Hell yeah. Now we wait. We just wait for the next opportunity to come to us. So now it's the time where you start to ask yourself, what do I need to see in order to buy this market? We had a crazy strong push here. Crazy strong push up. How do we follow this trail? And what's the best way to buy this push? You might want to think, where could this pull back to? Where could it pull back to for you to buy? Because this is very strong, and although it looks very strong, sometimes we need to be patient to get a good entry, not just jump off an instant. Oh, it's going up, just buy it. Sometimes think about it for a second. What do we need to see for price to give us a good entry where we can manage risk, where we can, if you're trading options, where you can avoid having theta being an issue, right? Because you got a good entry. This can sometimes be an entry here on the breakout of the trend line, but as you can see, sometimes that fails. So you just have to know when to choose your breakout trades so that you don't get this happen to you, right? Sometimes I like to use volume as a confirmation of a breakout. So do we see a volume spike on that breakout candle? We do see a very little volume spike here. But in most cases, I like to see a little bit bigger of a spike to let me know that, yeah, this is for sure going up. Like, you kind of want it to pop and be obvious on here on the volume indicator. But since we're in no rush, you're never gonna catch me. I used to be on a rush before to try to make money. Now I've learned to kind of just be patient, just let the market come to me. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. I don't stress over it. ES gave us a pullback here. I'm noticing that ES gave us a nice pullback here, but the Qs did not give us that nice. This was a good pullback. I would have bought this here on the ES. I'm just not seeing it. Because we had a breakout and we broke above. We broke above here, this resistance, and then we pulled back. And not only did we find support at resistance, but we also had a bullish fair value gap there as well. So this was a good setup here on the ES. I really like that one. I missed it because I was focused on the Qs here. But this was a great setup right here. Great setup. Cookies and cream for the sellers. This is booming. Yep. Yep. Buyers stepped in like crazy. We had a very strong amount of selling. Even we had even a nice close below the 50-minute range. You know, it just looked very good, and then all of a sudden, yep, the market will always, you know, throw you a curveball every once in a while. Never underestimate the market. Never, never, never. Because just when you start to get confident, that's when it comes for you right there. Right when you start to feel real good. Yep. When you least expect it. Rejecting overnight highs. Pulling back, pulling back. Throw a barbecue if they start selling off. Oh shit. Shit, let me know. I'll pull up. I'll take another trip to Florida. Take another look here. Sometimes you'll catch me moving between different time frames. I just want to see, because the higher time frame will give you a clear indication of the strength as well. Because if you have 15-minute candles, like this one here, right, then you might not see this kind of indication on the 5-minute, but if you get them on the 15, you can kind of tell, like, okay, this is very strong. You can see these candles right here on the bear side. They had wicks. This one had wicks on the top and the bottom. This one had a long wick on the top, indicating, okay, this looks very strong. And then we just switched, right, from lower highs to higher lows. Oh Lord. All right, we're just moving straight up today, I guess. No pullbacks. Just hanging here, guys. Just hanging out. Just chilling, man. There's nothing to do here for me. There's nothing to do but wait. Tell you what I'm not gonna do is take 100 trades today. That's what I'm not going to do. What I will do is wait for a clear setup. So this is kind of like what I kind of had in mind when I saw Nestor say he said what was it? Oh, he was mentioning about the news. Ukraine and U.S. signed a mineral deal. So he said huge for the economy. So this is kind of like what I was saying, that if the market will be bought, right, based on news, it most likely will go down to where the buyers are looking to enter, right? Because when you're the person that moves the market, right? When you call the shots and you can get in at any price, you wouldn't probably risk buying at a bad, you wouldn't risk buying at resistance. Right? If you can get in at any point and still make money, you'll probably look to buy as low as possible. So that's why we mark, first thing we do is we mark support resistance on the hourly chart. And then we look for previous swing lows where price could reject from. So the market did look very bearish here. Very bearish going down. Right? We were below VWAP, below the 21, which looks really good for the downside. But I'm sure this move, this buying down here was based, I'm pretty sure it was based off the news, right? And investors looking to buy as low as possible, and also looking to for them to get in, they also have to create liquidity, so they have to have us selling for them to buy. So my initial thought in this trade right here was, okay, they probably want to buy lower, somewhere down here. So there's a fair value gap here on the hourly after a break of structure. We had a breakout, so I was looking for a pullback. So on the hourly here, let's go over that real quick. All right, so we had a breakout here. All right, I was looking to get a pullback, but price held here on the right where the 21 and price meet, and they just decided to buy there. I was looking for price to come down to this fair value gap here, hopefully, before we then get a push up. So before I would look for sells into the buy zone, where I think other buyers are gonna be interested in buying as well. And then here I would have looked for those for those buys going back up to resistance, which is kind of like the idea here at first, right? Price is gonna come down first to a buying zone before it goes up. Kind of like the same thought process, but the buying happened a lot sooner than I anticipated. Okay, so if we're looking at it like this, we have resistance here. We have very strong bear candles here. So this was kind of like my mindset going into the day, is to catch some sells and then getting out before buyers step in. So I was looking to get down just a little bit further from there. But you know, market moves in many different ways. It doesn't always do what you expected it to do, but at least we know that we weren't looking to buy up high. We weren't looking to buy at resistance, so we didn't sell at support, right? We had a good entry, and then the game plan didn't work, but I was patient. I waited for a good setup. I got a good entry signal here on the 2-minute. So there's something to be proud about, even when you take a loss, right? Even if you take a loss, did you follow your plan? Did you follow a strategy? Did you enter at the right time? Did you enter too early? Did you enter too late? You know, did you have the appropriate risk on this trade? Did you risk too much money? There's something to take away from each opportunity you take in. So our takeaway was, okay, we had a good plan, we had a good entry, great entry. We had very low risk. The price just didn't get to our take profit level. No biggie, you know. I actually feel really good about that, because before there would be times I would bail on my trade because I would feel nervous, or like I would be, you know, anxious because it's not getting there fast. You know, I want to get in, I want to get there fast. Like, you know, you learn to manage your emotions, you learn to be patient and follow your plan. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, because everybody takes losses in the market. There's not a single trade, even the best traders in the world, you would think that they will have 100% win ratio, and they don't. They probably have like a 40 to 50% ratio. If you look it up, it's on Google. So if the professionals are taking losses, at least are they taking good losses? Are they managing their risk when they take a loss, or are they going like overboard and trying to revenge trade, trying to make it back? Okay, so that's the difference between a good trader and a bad trader. A good trader, you take a loss, you're cool, you're chilling, you're hanging out. It's not a big deal. It's just a regular day in the office, you know. Versus a bad trader will take a loss, get anxious, stressed out. Oh no, I lost. Oh no, oh my God, what am I gonna do? My life. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna pay my bills? Right? You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be you don't want to be stressing about your loss, because you're gonna lose, bro. You're gonna lose in this game. Right? You're gonna learn through your losses. You're not gonna learn much from your winnings, as much as you're gonna learn from your losses. So take your losses, learn from them. Okay. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Move forward in a positive way. Learn as much as you can. Practice good habits. And that's pretty much it, man. That's all you could do. But over time, you keep doing that over time, and you will get better. You will get better as you go. Just don't put that kind of pressure on yourself that you have to make $1 million today, you know, because that's just way too hard on yourself, you know. All I'm waiting for is have an opportunity that I can catch, feel like it's an A+ setup, right? Because just because the market's moving doesn't mean that you should be trading, right? If it's moving off, I should be trading right now. Why am I not? No, I don't need to be trade. I don't need to take a trade today. I could take my one trade, one loss, and I can call it a day. Come back tomorrow. It's no rush. It's no stress. I'm so stress free right now. I'm just straight chilling, man. I'm just vibing. I got coffee right here. I got you guys here on the chat to chill and hang out with. Right? If you're making money, let me know. I'll root for you. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ness is on calls right here. He's getting the money. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Get that shit, man. I hope this shit goes up $100,000 more, bro. Hell yeah. There's no shame in that, bro. Make your money, bro. If you in there and you making money, man, that's an accomplishment here in this chat room. We support one another. That yo, if you take a loss, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna say, yo, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Cool off. Take a little break. Come back later. Come back in the afternoon. But we have to make sure our psychology is under our control. Because once your emotions are out of whack and you land the market, dictate your emotions and your actions, then that's when they take all your money. That's when they take all your money. But yeah, this market's going crazy. Jesus. It's going up. Straight up, bro. Barely any pullback. It's barely even pulling back at all. I'll tell you back what though, when it does pull back, I will be looking for that entry. I will be looking for that entry. Alright, so let's prepare this chart here a little bit more. Let's clean it up a little bit. Let's take some of these lines off. Let's take some of these lines off. Okay. There we go. For real, I took a loss, but I'm happy for my brother Nessa. This what a good team do like us. Yep. 100%, man. 120%. You know, maybe some of us saw an opportunity, but we didn't feel good about it, right? Because you can see an opportunity and not feel good about it. You don't have to take it. Like I said, the point of doing all this is to try to build good habits, right? Try to build good habits. If we break a trend line, all right, if we have a trend line here, I don't want to make it a habit to buy below the trend line. Unless I know there's a good demand zone below, I'm going to be waiting for the breakout. Okay. I would have preferred we got a breakout and a pullback here at the trend line. But we gotta break out and pull back a little bit higher here at previous at the opening range high. I would have liked this one better. I would have liked this one over this one that we got here, right? We broke out of the 50-minute range and then we did a very small pullback. Right? We pulled back a little bit lower, at least to like these areas of resistance here, turn support. Then I would have liked to be buying down here better for that move up. You know, so I'm being very, very picky with my trades. Being very picky. I want this to look perfect. If it don't look perfect to me, if it don't look great to me, I'll pass on it. I'll pass on it. There'll be another trade 15 minutes from now. There'll be another trade an hour from now. We have an engulfing red candles. If you're on buys, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Just careful. We got an engulfing red candle here. A little bit of a spike in volume too. Just be careful here. If you have really good profits up here, you might wanna maybe think collecting a little bit of profits, closing some contracts, leaving some runners. But other than that, this thing is looking strong. It's looking strong. We might get a pullback to the 21. We might get a pullback to this previous area of resistance. Look for it to be support next. And if we get a good bounce off of here, maybe that's a good buying opportunity. The news must have been really good, man. This market is jumping. No pullbacks, barely any pullbacks. Look how small these pullbacks are. That's a strong trend right there. That's a very strong trend. That's a very strong trend. So when you have a strong trend like this, it's always good to wait to get a pullback where you can buy into. I wouldn't even sell against. I wouldn't even like to sell on the way down. If it starts to pull back, I wouldn't even scalp shorts, because this kind of trend like this is very strong, and at any moment it could just whip back up again. So I wouldn't be trying to, pick the top. Don't pick the top. Don't pick the tops. Wait for the buying opportunities. Wait for the pullback. At least the 21. Maybe if it gets below it and then we start crossing back over it, right? After 21 is passing through. Okay. I will be looking to buy somewhere over here with the EMA somewhere down here or something like that. That's what I'm looking for, rather than pick the tops. Because if you try to pick the top, if you're like, okay, it's gonna come down here, I see a hammer candle and then it goes up, and you're like, okay, it's gonna come down here, I see an engulfing candle and then it goes up. Okay, I see a hammer candle, let me sell that one, and then it goes up, right? When you know this trend, you can tell by the look of it, it's very strong. So I rather just wait for the pullback, right? Get a decent pullback off of this to where I can buy off support for the continuation higher. Okay. we broke out of this resistance right here. Broke out, right? It was resistance here. We broke it. We used it as support. This could have been a good entry, but I would have scalped from here. I wouldn't wait for a big move from here because though it is using this resistance as support, you can tell we haven't pulled back. So what happened is, as we get higher and higher, without having that decent pullback, what happens is the pullback will be deeper as well. It'll be a deeper pullback. Right? If the market's being bought up very strong, you can bet there's gonna be a strong pullback at one point. And I don't want to be against. I don't want to be against what's strong right now. Right now, the buyers are strong. So it just takes a little bit of patience to wait for a good setup. Let's close this rhythmic. I'm done with that account. I just passed one of my challenge accounts from Take Profit Trader. So I just closed that out. Yeah. One more funded one. All I had to do, I had already passed it since yesterday. So I just had to take a trade today. I didn't even have to make money on it. I actually lost money on that trade. I lost like $8. I just put like one micro. I think I lost like just a couple dollars. I'll show you right now. Hold on, let me pop it back up. I'll pop it back up so you guys can see. I'll pop it back up. set. Here we go. All right. All right. Here we are. Let me show you right now. This is the funded account I just passed. It was a 150K. Oh, I lost $6 on it actually. So it was a 150K, right? 150,000 funded account from Take Profit Trader. As you can see here, it says TPT, Take Profit Trader. And I lost $6. Right, so I'm already above the Take Profit goal, which is $9,000 for the profit goal. So I brought this account from 150 to 159,000, and without breaking any of the rules. So even though I took a loss today, I'm still above the profit goal, which was from 150,000 to 159,000. And as you can see here, I was over that this morning. I was 159,015. I lost $6. I took one micro entry and I closed it right away. So I just took one micro and I closed it, right? That's all I did on this account. I just opened the trade, I closed it, boom, that's it. So what that does is it counts today as a trading day because I took a trade. It doesn't matter how long you hold the trade. As long as you take one trade, it counts as a trading day. And Take Profit takes 5 days. You need to have 5 days trading with it before you can officially pass it. So if let's say, so what happened really? I passed this account in 3 days. Right? I made $9,000 in 3 days. So what happened with the rest of the 2 days if I already passed it? Well, I have to still open a trade and I have to close it because it has to count as a trading day. So yesterday I did the same thing. I opened one micro and I closed it right away. I think I made like $3. And that already counts it as a trading day. So today is day 5 out of 5. So I open a trade, close it right away. As long as I'm still over the $9,000 profit, then I'm good. Right, so that account is basically done. So I don't have to trade with that account. Tomorrow that account will be a funded account. And I'll give you guys a little insight here. I'll show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. Congratulations, Isaac, on the account. Thanks, man. Thanks, Lenny. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I've been working hard on that one. I just got it last Friday. And my goal with that account, because my last one, my last funded account, I lost it. Kind of just like taking bad trades. So my goal with this account, my main focus with this account is taking good trades. Right? It's taking good trades. That's my main goal. So if I can achieve that with this account, then we're good. Let's see here. I want this. So here we go. I just want to show you guys real quick. The market's booming still. But I wanted to show you real quick. So this account, this is from Take Profit. Now these accounts are a little bit more expensive. This is why I recommended Apex to you guys, because Apex is a little bit cheaper to start with, right? And since in the beginning, you should be planning on, gaining that experience you need to get funded and to get payouts, right? Your main focus isn't just diving right in and taking crazy trades trying to pass the account, but try to actually learn the strategy and learn to trade first. So that's why Apex is a better option to start with. This is a lot cheaper. You're gonna risk a lot less money and you can still get paid out. So once you guys feel comfortable, I think Take Profit Trader is a great platform to work with. As you can see here, they have the rules right here. Don't trade more than 15 contracts. Don't hold open positions 17, which is Eastern time. That is 5 o'clock. So close your trades by 5 o'clock. Don't allow your account balance to go below 150,000. Only trade permitted products during the permitted period. So that's meaning like, you can't trade during major news, right? Because obviously you could blow your account. It's also a good habit to have. So they kind of helping you become a good trader. You can trade. You need to trade at least 5 days, right? So I traded 4 days with that account. Today will be the 5th day. So tomorrow, by tonight, it'll be passed. Because today's the 5th day, right? So traded 5 days. Reach your profit goal of 9,000. I'm at 9,015. Plus the -$6 I lost. And your biggest day cannot be more than 50% of your total profit, which is right. The total profit is 9,000. So your biggest day, right, during the 5 days you're trading, or if you take more than 5 days, that's fine. But you just can't go over 4,500. Right. So my biggest day was 44.98, which is pretty much the max. Right. I almost maxed out my profits one day. And you can see here, I started at 150K. First day, I made 1,700. Second day, right here it'll tell you. First day, right here. First day, I made 1,701. Day 2, I made 4,498. Day 2 right here, went up to 156,000. Day 3, I made 2,813. That was day 3. And this is yesterday. Yesterday I took one contract, one micro. I opened it, I closed it, because I already passed, right? By day 3, I already made $9,000 profit. See right here, 159,013. So I went over my profit goal on day 3, so I passed it. But now I still need 2 trading days of, I just need to trade. I don't need to win more necessarily, but I just need to take a trade so that it counts as a trading day. So this is my 4th trading day. And with the trade I just took right now, I lost $6. Still puts me above my profit goal. Now that's the 5th day for this challenge. So now this challenge is basically passed. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like when you manage an account. You should be seeing a nice steady uptrend on your profits. Yeah, you can have some losses, but you want to try to avoid having big losses, right? You'll see a dip right here. If I show you one from when I first started, you will see I will do one or 2 days and I'll blow it on the 3rd day. And I did that for a very long time. So I finally managed to build a plan and follow my rules. And I'm able to wait for these good trades and make big profits like this on good days. But this will be like the second option after you guys start with Apex. This will be like another good prop firm to work with. These guys will allow you to take profit a little bit, not to take profit, but to withdraw profits on your account a little bit sooner. So let's keep that in mind. We'll go back here on the charts. And yeah, like I said, man, I'm not doing anything right now. Just chilling, guys. If you guys have any questions or anything you want to ask, or anything you want to go over, feel free. But I'm about to close this stream in a couple of minutes. I'll wait maybe like 5 more minutes or so. It's 11:22. Yeah, it's cool. I took a trade on options. I think I lost like $7, $8. So that's fine with me. I lost a small loss. And that's it, man. Just chilling. Just hanging out. Don't feel like you have to rush. Let the market come to you, man. It's the best thing you can do. see a very high spike in volume here. Watch out. We're at the high of this channel here. Very high spike in volume. It usually means there's a lot of transactions going on here. So for every seller, there's got to be a buyer, right? But what happens when price is way high up and then you see a lot of volume? Well, it's likely to turn around because there's a lot of people selling, there's a lot of people buying. Because like I said, for every seller there has to be a buyer. But we're high, very high off, away from the EMAs, right? Away from the 21, away from support. So this might be a big move down here, big strong pullback. Like I said, I'll be looking to buy if we get lower here, maybe pull back, and then maybe start seeing that the market wants to go back up. I'll be looking to buy somewhere here if we get this kind of setup. If we don't, I will just chill, sit on my hands and just relax and just enjoy the chat, enjoy everybody else making money. I'm proud of you guys for sticking it out and trying to learn this stuff. But this stuff gets very confusing in the beginning, and most of you guys have been here trying to learn and trying to change and adapt to new ways of trading. So big props to you guys for pushing through and trying to work on yourself and work on your strategy. And that's great, man. That's what we want to do here. That's what we want to be about. Well, with that being said, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day. It's 11:25. The market's pulling back a little bit. I might come back later in the afternoon, probably around 1. If I do, I will send you guys a message to the group chat, and then we'll go from there. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining the live. I appreciate you guys if you give it a thumbs up and share this kind of content to help other traders. It's very early in the day. If you're out of work or you're working, try to enjoy the rest of your day. And man, stay healthy, stay strong, and let's keep going, man. We going to the moon, baby. We going. All right. Take care, y'all. Peace.